Chapter 2. To believe is human, to doubt divine. Chapter 2 begins with a story. There was once a world-renowned philosopher who, from an early age, set himself the task of proving once and for all the non-existence of God. Of course, such a task was immense, for the various arguments for and against the existence of God had done battle over the ages, without either being able to claim victory. He was, however, a genius without equal, and he possessed a singular vision that drove him to work each day and long into every night in order to understand the intricacies of every debate, every discussion, and every significant work on the subject. The philosopher's project began to earn him respect among his fellow professors when, as a young man, he published the first volume of what would turn out to be a finely honed, painstakingly researched, encyclopedic masterpiece on the subject of God. The first volume of this work argued persuasively that the various ideas of God that had been expressed throughout antiquity were philosophically incoherent and logically flawed. As each new volume appeared, he offered time and again devastating critiques of the theological ideas that had been propagated throughout different periods of history. In his early 40s, he completed the last volume, which brought him up to the present day. However, the completion of this work did not satisfy him. He still had not found a convincing argument that would demonstrate once and for all the non-existence of God. For all he had shown was that all the notions of God up to that time had been problematic. And so he spent another 16 years researching arguments and interrogating them with a highly nuanced logical analysis. But by now he was in his late 50s and had slowly begun to despair of ever completing his life project. Then, late one evening, while he was locked away in his study, bent wearily over his old oak desk, surrounded by a vast sea of books, he felt a deep stillness descend upon the room. As he sat there motionless, everything around him seemed to radiate an inexpressible light and warmth. Then, deep in his heart, he heard the voice of God address him. Dear friend, the task you have set yourself is a futile one. I have watched all these years as you have poured your being into the endless task before you. Yet you fail to understand that your project can be brought to completion only with my help. Your dedication and single-mindedness have not gone unnoticed, and they have won my respect. As a result, I will tell you a sacred secret meant only for a few. My friend, I do not exist. In gratefulness, the old man put away his books, resigned from his position, and dedicated the rest of his life to serving the poor.
But now I'm lost. I once was wild, but now I'm lost.